Hey friends, welcome to the third episode of Spontaneous Cooking for the Soul, which is a series that is geared towards a more unplanned cooking and recipes that we cook on a daily basis. If you watched the first and second episode, then you already have a sense of this series. Otherwise, these videos are filmed in the spur of the moment whenever spontaneity kicks in. Just like the previous episodes, this video is a little longer than our usual videos. Today, Kevin's making a tangy sweet, creamy roasted carrot and pumpkin soup that highlight bold autumn flavors. Tofu croutons add a bit of crunch and protein, and it makes this soup a complete meal. If you're not cooking, please just sit back, relax, and watch. Let's cook! Start by preheating the oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit while we prepare the vegetables. As usual, you'll find a printable version of the recipe with the ingredients list on our website. We picked up this big pumpkin at the grocery store on our previous grocery shopping, and it's big enough for at least 8 to 10 meals. We'll be using only about a quarter from this pumpkin today, which equals to about 1 kilo. This will make enough soup for 5 to 6 people. We are going to refrigerate or freeze the rest so that we can have a couple more meals for the week. For the size, pumpkin is really one of the cheapest vegetables you can find at this time of the year. You can peel and cut the pumpkin in any way that is easy for you. We prefer to slice it first, then peel the skin off in small sections. You can save the seeds and roast them too, as they make good snack. Once peeled and cut into chunky cubes, place the pumpkin pieces in a large mixing bowl. Now peel and cut the carrots into 5 cm or 2-inch pieces. This will make it easy to just add them to the soup later on. Add the carrots to the mixing bowl. Drizzle with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Then add the ground cumin and a little salt. Toss and mix well. Then transfer the pumpkin and carrot onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper and bake for 1 hour. We forgot to add in the garlic cloves, so just disperse them unpeeled in between the veggies on the tray. While the vegetables are roasting, let's make the tofu croutons. Cut the tofu into 1 cm thick slices. Heat a skillet on medium-high temperature. Add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil or vegetable oil. Once the oil is hot, place the tofu slices into the skillet. Fry until the tofu is crispy on one side. This will take about 7 to 10 minutes. Then turn and fry until they are crispy on the other side. Remove from the pan and place on some absorbent paper. Let the tofu cool a little. Then cut the slices into crouton-sized cubes or a little smaller. Place the tofu cubes back into the skillet on medium-high temperature. Add some salt, a pinch of paprika, and some cracked pepper to taste. Pan fry dry without adding any more oil for a few more minutes until the tofu is crispy and somewhat dry. Turn off the heat and set the tofu aside. We'll be using the juice from 2 freshly squeezed oranges in this recipe. They will add a beautiful flavor and a hint of tanginess to the soup. Try to get sweet oranges for this recipe, else if the oranges are on the sour side, use just one or omit them completely if you don't like the soup to be tangy. Keep the orange juice aside for now. Let's start to make the soup. In a large pot, add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Add a teaspoon of minced ginger and roast for a couple of minutes. We always keep minced ginger on hand. We make our own and we've shared a tutorial on this before. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll leave a link in the description, or you can also find it in the top right corner of the video. Now add the cooked rice and saute for about 1 minute. The rice will thicken the soup and it's also a great way to use up leftover rice. We're using vegetable bouillon powder. You can also use a veggie stock cube, else you can use vegetable broth instead of water. Now add 2 cups of water or vegetable broth. Stir and simmer on medium heat for about 10 minutes. Check on the pumpkin and carrot by testing them with a fork. If cooked, remove from the oven and add them to the pot. We didn't add the garlic as we just want a hint of the aroma that has been infused in the vegetables while roasting. You may want to add 1 to 2 cups of water at this stage if most of the water has dried up. Then cover the pot and let everything simmer for about 10 minutes on medium-low temperature. While the soup is simmering, Kevin's chopping up some curled parsley for later. Turn off the heat and allow the soup to cool a little. You may add a little water to help with the blending. Puree the vegetable with a handheld immersion blender. Alternatively, you can use a blender and process the vegetables and rice in small batches at a time until smooth. Add the coconut milk and orange juice. Mix well, taste, and season with salt. Simmer for another 5 minutes. If the soup is a little on the sour side, you can add a little sugar or maple syrup to taste. Turn off the heat and lastly stir in the chopped curled parsley. Now we're ready to serve. Ladle the soup into individual serving bowls and top with the tofu croutons. Garnish with some more chopped parsley if desired. If you've enjoyed this recipe, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel if you're not already for more recipes. Also, we have a newsletter that we send out every time that we have a new recipe. We will have some giveaways that will be announced on the blog soon, so make sure to join our mailing list so that you don't miss anything. I'll see you soon in our next video. Enjoy the rest of the week.